So,
donut. A donut. Last time we were not. Anyway,
donuts.
had a delivery of them, I think, a couple years ago.
You can see Alex and Olly, and
As much as I love donuts, I think for a delivery, donut time is actually better. Because for some reason they were like the ones I got last time from Donuts. They're like, I think some of the toppings or something they just like didn't have because they maybe wouldn't transport so well. I was a bit like, oh,
Yeah.
that's there's still
Good. It's good background music for donut discussion.
oh yeah.
Donut recommendation.
So what the bloody hell happened last week, guys? Sorry I couldn't make it.
And I guess you couldn't watch the VOD either.
Nope.
Nope. Outrageous. Couldn't give me an extra view and a thumbs up. Never mind.
Oh, you can have the thumbs up.
I gave it. I think because you get sometimes your videos pop up like these old videos have like 2,500 views on it. There, you got your old like DM videos.
Yeah, the DM tip videos always do really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not that many others putting Soulbound and Wang stuff out, is there? So it's a nice. It could be quite a nice little niche.
Yes.
It's just not that many people to capture, I guess.
Yeah. The Wrath and Glory one though is really popular for some reason. But
we're going to do another one at some point.
We're going to do another one at some point, and we're going to play that other 40k game which they're making for some reason as well. So.
With its strange sounding system.
All right. So last week, you continued to go through the Goulmane with Chardew on the way to the Solpod Grove. Him carrying the body of Oak Shadow, and you encountered some ghosties which you fought. You encountered some flesh hounds which you fought. You came across the old crash site of the Cogfort, which had mysteriously disappeared.
Not a trace of it.
But you did manage to find a small piece of warpstone. There's the only clue you could find as to its whereabouts. That's what happened.
Gougethorn found it and pocketed it.
Oh yeah, Gougethorn found it, and then you intimidated everyone into not even asking for it. So
Yeah. I've just got 3 lines here that say Chardew finds a corrupted grove destroyed by men and Skaven.
Oh, I'm getting to it.
All right, I thought you said that was it. You said that was it.
I didn't say that was it.
You said something.
I didn't say something so final. Yes, and then you managed to get to the Solpod Grove, the Choirhall as it is called, where Chardew was a part of the Dreadwood clan, and you found it completely destroyed, eradicated, and covered in foul, toxic runoff. And Chardew puts down the body of Oak Shadow and sort of kneels still. And as we rejoin you, he is still silently sitting amongst this, and especially because the Soulpod Grove itself is clearly destroyed, and any Lementari are similarly destroyed as well. So what you can do is you can give me a lore or nature check as you sort of look around you.
Save against soul or nature or what?
Lore or nature.
How about
Arcana? Getting that out early, are you?
It's becoming my new Are There Shadows?
Yeah.
Try that.
Is it?
Dreadbark's got good nature, right?
I hope so.
Oh, who wants to be gouged on, by the way?
Daryl did suggest me.
Okay.
Playing 2 trees at once.
once he's.
Do it.
I'll put him in your journal. Let's just see what his nature is. Oh, nothing.
Got no nature.
He's got no mind. One mind.
No nature's quite remarkable.
Yeah. He leaves
Do
that to
more about
others.
the incredibly violent murder.
Nobody wants to roll a test?
I'll leave it to Cal.
I'll have a go. I was leaving it to the perhaps more savvy ones. Is it a DN4?
It's not Sichuan.
It is a DN5 1.
5. Ah! I've read many books.
So yeah, Vargi, you realise that what has happened here has happened because Realmstone pollutants from Greywater have entered an underground river. But although you see that all the plants and animals have died swiftly, you've not been able to find any Sylvaneth corpses. But they aren't. Sylvaneth who were here clearly moved on. And someone roll me a survival check. Or 2.
Nah, got nothing.
I read a book on that once as well. Got a damn time on the ships.
So clearly Vargi's the only one actually doing any investigation, but you do find a trail heading in the general direction of Greywater Fastness, which seems like it's following the underground runoff to its source. So the way that you do sort of discover that the underground river has come, you see a trail, many footprints and marks heading, like following that way. You could probably ascertain that Sylvaneth could be following the source of the pollution.
Seems we have a lead.
In a not very way. Okay, now I can't see anybody.
I can see.
Okay, now I can see 2 again.
Yeah, refresh again. Is it just 2 for everyone? Or is it the same 2? Or because I go to
I think
Alex.
Lawrie and Milo can't see anyone
Yeah, those
Yeah, I
two.
can't see them.
themselves. After maybe half an hour of investigation, Cardew is still inconsolable in his silence. His despair did go up as well
No doubt.
because of this.
Good.
A Branchwych steps through the trees into the grove. Her pale bark and sharp talons mark her as Chardew's clanmate, and a scarred bittergrub curls around her shoulders. Curtains of moss dangle from her arms, for which grey folk call her green ash. As she's moving through this kind of toxic waste puddle boggy situation, see her almost like trembling and clutching her arms like this, and then she makes her way towards Chardew and says, "I came back when I heard you, Rodrainath." In Dreadbark, you can hear her spirit song kind of whining painfully. Everyone who's not a Sylvaneth, must give me a fortitude check.
Not a fan of that.
DN
In 5.
5 to choose more.
5 to choose in all.
My God.
Whoa there.
2 6s.
1
What the
6.
fuck?
Fortify.
That can't be right. Why do I only have 4
Marked for life.
dice? I've got... Oh, my body's only 2. Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, 1 6.
So, yeah, it's painful and almost it gives you like a horrible headache whenever she talks, but that is about it.
Am I okay with my 1 success, or is that...
Yeah, it's a 5-1. And Green Ash, as she finally reaches Chardew, she says, "Now you know what they have done to us." Chardew doesn't respond. You might, Dreadbark, maybe Klaus, since you've been spending a lot of time with Chardew, you might notice that he's doing his thing where he's struggling to find the right words. Because he always thinks quite a while before saying what he says. He never says anything in haste. Don't be hasty.
It's a good skill as well. Though.
Yes. He's very they definitely, someone had Treebeard on the mind of Chardew. What do you guys do?
I don't know. I feel like comforting the big tree is a bit awkward. I'll just allow Dreadbark to act for him, to speak for him if he wants to. But he can speak to him in his mind with his tree song, right?
You can't. They can sort of send like general
sense his
feelings
vibe.
and
Yeah.
sense. You can't talk.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So it seems like Sylvaneth have gone off after